Another big story we continue to keep tabs on is now day 4 of the massive effort to contain the Ross fire. It's been burning west of the Metroplex in Palo Pinto and Jack counties. Those flames consuming 80,000 acres, and that fire only 12% contained.
So Trevor Sohaki is live for us this morning in Grayford with the very latest on this. Trevor, it appears that firefighters have made some significant progress within this area.
Yeah, Carmen, the firefight has changed a lot in the last 24 hours or so. The wind shifted to the south, which did scare a lot of Palo Pinto residents who saw a lot of local roads and highways, especially 180 closed. 180 has since opened, but there still are a lot of road closures, especially 254 and 337 as well. Now, we're in the Possum Kingdom Lake area, which was threatened by the fire yesterday. There are no evacuation orders as of now, but you can see behind me and over my shoulder that big orange cloud of smoke, that plume, that's the fire right over behind me. It's probably about 4 or 5 miles away right now, and there are a lot of road closures preventing people from really getting to it as of this morning. Now, to the north, the Jack County emergency management officials, they said overnight that the fire lost a lot of fuel recently, and Jack County firefighters could take a break. Further south, our cameras captured helicopters dropping water in Palo Pinto near Highway 180 as the flames grew closer to town. However, crews preemptively prepared for the wind to shift south and had dropped fire retardant lines and dug mounds. That kept the fire away from Palo Pinto to the south and Bryson to the north. The evacuation notice for Jack County was lifted Wednesday, and that includes cities like Jacksboro and Bryson. While there haven't been any human fatalities, livestock have died, even as ranchers rushed the animals out.
One of the guys here, I didn't see it, but Corey saw an actual coyote on fire. You just saw cattle everywhere. We saw some dead cattle on the side of the road, that had just burned up. It was just a desperate situation.
Now, according to the Jack County Sheriff, crews spent a lot of time yesterday mopping up those hot spots and trying to monitor a lot of the fire. The sheriff also said that all day through the night and into this morning, crews would continue to patrol the fire and make sure that they keep it as contained as possible. Live in Grayford, Trevor Sohaki, CBS News, Texas.
All right. Well, meantime, a situation that certainly developed quickly out that direction was generations of scouts that are now remembering Worth Ranch, which parts of it have been destroyed by the Ross fire. For nearly a century, that camp helped to shape young men across North Texas. And here, they learned things like how to paddle on the Brazos, climbing Kyle Mountain, and serving others and growing themselves. Now, in the span of just a few hours, decades of memories went up in flames at that camp, and even its swimming pool carried a story. It was used for military swim training during World War II. But as painful as it is to lose these landmarks, the scouts say that they were never the reason that that camp became a home for them.
Worth Ranch has a special spirit, and that is that goes along with all the people that have been there.
I don't think that like the spirit of Worth Ranch or how scouting carries it will disappear, even if we get new buildings and new stuff like that. You know, the saying like it's not the place that's a home, it's the people.
Now, those who grew up going to that camp, just like that young man, say that Worth Ranch is something that no fire can destroy.
Well, stay with CBS Texas as we continue to cover the Ross wildfire, the efforts to contain it, and how it's impacting communities. So find those updates both on air with us and online at cbsnewstexas.com.